So, some of you know that I have a biology background. Something caught my eye the other day when I was flying around, and I wanted to talk about it. It's this lichen. This glowing lichen. It's weird, but maybe not for the reasons you think. I say it's a lichen because of the growth pattern. I first thought it was a moss, but moss doesn't grow like this. As my partner, who also does biology, pointed out, moss grows in a carpet from a single point. It's not a fungi, because fungi traditionally grow on dead matter, and this stuff is growing on rocks. Plants tend to be larger with more leaves, and as far as I know, it's not an animal. So, 1. What the hell is this thing glowing for? I originally didn't pay any attention to this lichen when I first spotted it because it was next to a Shaper relic. I assumed that it was absorbing the radiation from the Shaper relic and re-emitting it in a process known as biofluorescence. Biofluorescence is one of the 3 methods of light emission that occur in nature, and we'll be talking about all 3 today. Biofluorescence is defined as the absorption of electromagnetic wavelengths by proteins, where the electron is then put into a higher energy state and then turned to a lower energy state, and the energy resulting from that is emitted as a lower energy wavelength of light. So that's normally blues, violets, or greens. So the protein absorbs an electron at an excited state, then stabilizes that electron by returning it to a non-excited state, and emits light in the process. However, this can only happen as long as the energy it's absorbing is shining upon it. Like I said before, this is what I thought was happening. The radiation from Shaper relics and ruins was being absorbed by this lichen and glowing, glowing to stabilize the radiation. The lichen grows near relics and stops the radiation from spreading into the ecosystem. Until I found the lichen in a cave. The fact that it was glowing in the presence of no visible Shaper relics or ruins means that either one of the other 2 biofluorescence mechanisms are at play, or this is a really, really weird lichen. The other 2 methods of biological light emission are bioluminescence and biophosphorescence. Bioluminescence is the result of the natural production of light by chemical reactions within an organism. Now, this doesn't seem overly likely in this case, as this is more commonly used in mobile organisms such as fireflies and anglerfish. However, one possibility is that this lichen can be spread by being eaten by animals and then moved elsewhere in dung. To compete with other organisms that grazing animals want to eat around it, it could have developed a light source so it could be noticed. The grazing animal would have to be a flyer, as there are places it's growing that no land animal could get to, and this could explain the concentration of Shaper relics, as I'd certainly shit myself in flying near one of those. But lichens would much rather go unnoticed and grow normally as they are quite slow growing, and I assume they wouldn't rather paint a massive target on its head that yells, "Dinner!" So this brings us to our last method, biophosphorescence. This method is very similar to biofluorescence, but when the electron is absorbed, it remains in an unexcited state for much longer instead of the light being emitted immediately, or slowly, like glow-in-the-dark toys. I'm pretty sure this is what's happening here. However, the duration of light emission is only hours. So where is the Shaper radiation that it's absorbing coming from? A truly terrifying thought, because either the Shaper radiation is incredibly pervasive and long-lasting, or there are unforeseen Shaper forces moving in this world of ancient today. Was this lichen made by the Shapers to protect an ecosystem? Did it come to be by itself? Did a game developer just decide that a glowing thing on the wall would be cool? Who knows? Of course, this is all conjecture and based purely off the fact that you can find this lichen in places where Shaper relics aren't, but biology is important. Thanks for watching.